The following feature presentation is part of the Skywalking Network.
This is what you can look forward to on this toy-rific episode 547 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
He's told not to touch the buttons, and what does Richard do?
Touch the buttons.
I'm happy with the trailer. I think the trailer is exactly what the film needed at this moment in time.
That's Rada? Or maybe he wants to go by Stinky these days? I don't know. We haven't seen the movie yet.
We're in trouble now.
Hey, Pedro Pascal's in this movie?
And then there was a lot of stuff that we saw at Toy Fair that we're not allowed to talk about just yet.
Like what?
Are you ready?
Off to Neverland.
Here we go.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land.
When I first made Star Wars, everybody in Hollywood said, well, this is a movie Disney should have made.
You're more than just fans. You're family.
Best day ever!
Secrets love.
It's about family, and that's what's so powerful about it.
Hey.
When you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting.
When we visit the world of Disney, we never grow old. It's a Peter Pan, Never Land that keeps us young in heart.
This is Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you are skywalking through Neverland. I have a good feeling about this.
Hey, Skywalkers! So this is another big week for the Mandalorian and Grogu. In just a little bit, James Burns is gonna be here, and we're gonna break down this brand new trailer, which we predicted last week would be released this week. And we're gonna look at all the brand new merchandise from Toy Fair 2026. But until then, we want to welcome you back to
Skywalking Through Neverland.
I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to my sweetie wife Sarah, who's already got one foot out the door to her vacation.
Oh, we have to record this though, right?
Yeah, I gotta record this, then you can leave for vacation. But until then...
All right.
Eyes forward.
Oh, okay. All right, well, here you go. Skywalkers, welcome. Please subscribe to Skywalking Through Neverland on YouTube to see all the clips and additions that my sweetie husband puts in the video version of this show every single week. Now.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Takes a lot of time.
Of course.
But I love it.
I know, it's so much fun. Now, we are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Marvel, Disney, and pop culture fandom. So imagine a big Wookiee hug from us. And a little sprinkle of pixie dust.
And a little bit of Florida sunshine, it looks like.
Ooh, for our family of Skywalkers.
All right, now we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world. They'll be there tomorrow, Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Disney cruise, or to a Universal theme park. And best of all, this service is free of charge. So head over there to smallworldvacations.com for a no-obligation price quote and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
Now, Spirit Jersey has their own Star Wars and Disney license you can buy outside the parks, including a super cute Mandalorian and Grogu Spirit Jersey. So you can head to spiritjersey.com and get free shipping with code SKYWalkNeverland, which is SKYWLKNVD.
All right, now we are recording from Long Beach, California on February the 16th, 2026.
So, Richard, what happened today in Star Wars history?
Well, we have got to wish our good friend and Star Wars Insider founder and Phantom Menace Cadu handler, Dan Madsen, a very happy 64th birthday. He was born on this day, February 16th, 1962. And Dan Madsen, he's been on their show a number of times. The first time was on episode 299 when we went through the George Lucas Q&A from Celebration Zero and did an up-to-date commentary. One of my favorite shows ever. That was so much fun.
And wow, it
And
aged,
Dan was there.
Yeah, Dan was there, and it aged very interestingly.
Yeah, and Dan took that very famous picture of George Lucas and Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry.
Wow.
He took that one and only picture of the two of them together.
What history is made right there?
Then on episode 375, we published our Fandom Through the Generations panel that we hosted at Celebration 2022. Also on that panel was Godfather of Fandom, Craig Miller, who founded the Star Wars fan club. And Dan Madsen picked up that gauntlet and continued with the Star Wars fan club and created the Lucasfilm fan club, which then in turn turned into the Star Wars Insider.
Oh.
Yeah, and then to bring fandom up to the current era, Matt Martin also joined us.
Yeah.
We have that on YouTube, that one panel, but we also posted the audio on episode 375. Yeah, so by this time we had formed a very good friendship with Dan Madsen and asked him to write the foreword to for Today in Star Wars History, Volume 2, and he followed Craig Miller, who did the foreword to Volume 1. So I thought, if I'm going to ask anyone to write the foreword, it's those who pretty much invented Star Wars fandom and then kept it going with Craig Miller and then Dan Madsen.
Since your books are for the fans.
So Dan, we are hoping you're having a great birthday today. Happy 64. Oh, the Beatles write a song about that.
Oh.
When he's 64. When he gets older.
Oh.
Clues in his head. Many, many years from now. Not anymore. Will you still feed me? Will you still need me when Dan is 64?
Wow. All right. Well, as much as I want to hear about Toy Fair and break down the new Mandalorian and Grogu trailer, I have to get going on my trip. So tell James I said hello and you boys have fun, okay? Have a fun discussion.
We will.
Us girls will have fun at Epcot.
Go ahead. Fine. Fine.
Well, this is the way to catch my plane. All right.
All right. Do you need any help?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I got this.
Okay, good. All right.
All right.
Go ahead.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye-bye. Okay. There we go. There we go. Center frame. I can stretch out now.
What are you waiting for?
All right, well, just tell the pilot you need to be on the phone during liftoff. Well, if you saw the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer, he would understand. He wants to talk about what? Jurassic Park trailer? Well, you tell him. Hey, gotta go. James is waiting backstage. All right, love you. Bye-bye. We are always so excited when our good friend James Burns from Jedi News comes by the show, and he couldn't come by soon enough. We're going to break down the new Mandalorian and Grogu trailer, and as Toy Fair 2026 is wrapping up as we speak, James will give us the Star Wars highlights. Hey, James!
Hey, how you doing?
I am doing great, and I can't wait to hear about your week. But before we go on with all that, this is a big week for Jedi News. How far back does your Star Wars news site go? And do you recall the very first story you posted on Jedi News?
Wow. So Jedi News goes back to, well, we planned it in 2002, 2003, and we didn't launch it until 2007, May the 4th, 2007. So coming up for 20 years, that's mad. That's pretty crazy. Wow. And I don't remember the first story I'm guessing it was something to do with Celebration, because Star Wars Celebration was coming to London for the first time just, like a couple of months afterwards. So I know that was very much on our mind. And we had a booth at Star Wars Celebration London, or it was Star Wars Celebration Europe in those days. And so wow, long time ago. Scary. I was only 32. I'm only 32 now, so wow.
Oh, and tomorrow you celebrate your 33rd birthday, is that right?
That's right, absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm turning 16 yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we got so much to talk about here, but let's start with the big news of the day. The new Mandalorian and Grogu trailer, which I predicted would happen within the week of of the last Super Bowl ad. I knew that they were going to have a new trailer just so people go, "Okay, now we're happy. Now we're happy," in quotes. So let's start with that. What did you think about the approach of parodying the classic Budweiser ads? Yay or nay from you?
Lovely idea, poorly executed. Um, how about let's alienate half the population who've never ever seen the advert. Let's then alienate everybody under the age rather of 30 who wouldn't know what the hell you're talking about, and let's make an advert that just appeals to a very narrow band of people who probably the majority aren't necessarily the target for this particular film. And I just thought it's it looks beautiful. It's you know well, you're honoring Empire Strikes Back, which is fantastic. We're seeing Tauntauns, all of that stuff, fantastic. But it has nothing to do with the film. And if maybe you'd seen them go across in the sleigh, and at the back of the sleigh it says trailer coming tomorrow, that would have been perfect. Everybody would have been really happy with that. But to leave it the way they did, everybody was scratching their heads, and the majority of people didn't know what the hell was going on and how the hell that tied into a film that's coming out in, at that point, I think 104 days later, that nobody knows what the film's about anyway, apart from the fact that the Mandalorian and Grogu are in it.
But do you have a little bit of respect for them trying to do something different rather than just a trailer or a longer TV spot? And everyone was upset that they didn't give us a trailer, but they never said you're going to get a trailer. It was all expectations.
It was expectations. I think had they have done what I said, that at the last shot, as the sleigh goes off, you then see trailer coming tomorrow or trailer coming next week. I think everybody would have been very happy at that point. But to then do nothing else and to leave it, and that was Sunday night, and then I knew that there was a Disney event last Thursday or 4 days after Super Bowl, but nobody else did. And obviously Toy Fair was right around the corner, and I knew that all the Mandalorian and Grogu toys were being revealed. But again, nobody else necessarily did. So I understand what they were trying to do in trying to build up anticipation, but nobody was in on the plan. And I think that was part of the problem. And I think had they have just done that one thing and said at the back of that, or a message came on screen, trailer coming next week or trailer coming to, that would have
helped.
Yeah, it would have tied everything together. And I think the problem is that everybody was left scratching their heads thinking we're 100 days out from the first Star Wars film in 6 years, and nobody knows what the hell anything is about or where we're going with this film. And people were getting worried. Rightly so, I guess.
hmm Yeah, I understand them wanting to reach that Super Bowl audience, just for those people who didn't know there was a new Star Wars movie coming out. Well, let's advertise on the biggest TV event of the year. So I get that, but yeah, you're right. There could have been something that would have said, "Oh, but don't worry, I know you're expecting this. However, that's coming next week."
Yeah, I just felt that everybody was expecting or wanting a little bit more, and just to have tied it in would have been the right thing to have done, because it ended up that trailer was deemed the worst spot of the whole night in terms of ratings and people's acceptance. And I think that's a travesty for Disney, because it should have been in the top 3 or 4. It shouldn't have been near the bottom. So, yeah, I just think it was a bit of a wasted opportunity.
I don't think this trailer that we got today was supposed to be released today. I think they were going to release it with Hoppers next month, but they said we get to get this out right now. Let's change this conversation.
Maybe. I think the plan was always to scream and shout about the Mandalorian and Grogu toys over Toy Fair weekend, which is why they had the event on Thursday night. So I think that was always part of the plan. I've known about that event for 4 or 5 weeks now. So with that happening, I always knew that a trailer was imminent alongside all of that. So I'm just a bit confused, because Avatar was in cinemas in December, and I appreciate that they put Doomsday teasers or trailers or whatever you want to call them, with Avatar as well. But I just felt that Avatar, for me, was missing a Mandalorian and Grogu trailer.
You were saying there was a Disney event last Thursday. What was that? Did I miss something?
Yep. So there was a Disney event last Thursday in New York City, which John Favreau attended, and yeah, and it was Disney's most wanted launch, Star Wars most wanted launch, and they invited some press from all over the country. We were there, obviously, from the UK. They brought in all of the big licensees. Lego, Hasbro, and others were there as well, showing off some of their latest products for the film. And that was a good launch, because it meant that for those of us that were going to Toy Fair over which started on Saturday, it meant that we'd already seen all the latest Star Wars product. So it saved us a lot of leg room in terms of walking around the Javits Centre trying to find all of those Star Wars toys, although we still caught up with all those licensees regardless. But it worked out really well, and it was good to be able to see all of the products all in one place.
All right, well, we'll get into Toy Fair in just a bit, but now we're on this trailer kick, let's roll the trailer that was just released a few hours ago, and we'll do our commentary. For a second, I thought this was Coruscant that he's landing on.
I'm not sure, but there's not a lot. Well, it doesn't appear to be enough traffic in the sky for it to be. Could be wrong. I'd be surprised if they were going there.
I don't think they're going to go there either. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't. If it was Coruscant, there'd be traffic going every which way.
Yeah,
and they're going to want to create new worlds that we haven't seen on the big screen before. Now we're coming up. All right, there's an Ardenian. We haven't seen one of those since Solo, where he was voiced by Jon Favreau, but now he's being voiced by another big director.
For this price, I'll tell you whatever you want.
I'm looking for a hut.
Close for the night. Thank you.
You know?
I don't know. Go for it.
That's Martin Scorsese.
Oh, amazing. Wow.
Martin Scorsese is now part of the Star Wars universe. It was amazing. Yeah, there was a big Variety headline today about Martin Scorsese voicing this character. When I first saw this morning, it was bugging me. I could not think of who this was. Who is voicing this character? And now that I know that it's Martin Scorsese, it all makes sense.
And Martin Scorsese is obviously a huge, huge friend of George as well. So it ties everything back together.
I laughed so hard when I first saw that. I laugh so hard.
It is very funny. Yeah. So any information you want, provided it's not hut related.
Let's go back a second. And what do we have over there?
It looks like R2. It definitely looks like him.
Do you believe that is R2?
They'd have to explain how R2's there, because the last time we saw R2 was with Luke. So we know that Luke has trained Grogu at some point. Jon Favreau sort of alluded to that at last week's event. But does that mean if R2's there, that Luke's around?
That's one of the expectations I had for this trailer, that they were going to have a big character reveal. R2 is a big character reveal, but when I saw that in the trailer, the teaser for the trailer yesterday, when I saw R2, I realized, oh, they've got to have Luke. Luke is going to be in the next shot, which unfortunately Luke does not appear in this trailer.
He's doing a Richard special here. He's told not to touch the buttons, and what does Richard do?
Touch the buttons.
Exactly.
Especially that red one. Grogu and I, we're on the same wavelength.
Absolutely.
Grogu, you touch any red button you want. And there we teach the kids to buckle up for safety.
Absolutely. And we've got the return of the Razor Crest.
Yeah. What? Now, this was a big reveal. Did not expect this coming.
But we don't know how he's got the Razor Crest. Now, obviously, it seems to be a different version of the Razor Crest. This one's got sort of a yellow markings all over it.
Yeah.
So we don't know how he's obtained this ship yet.
Yeah. Well, when he got the N1 starfighter, everyone said the same thing. Okay, so there's room for you and room for Grogu, but what if he capture anyone? Are you gonna beam them somewhere? It's a whole different franchise, Din. So what's gonna happen? Maybe if they had another ship, not the Razor Crest, because this is just too confusing, and why go back to the Razor Crest?
Yeah, well, we'll find out. I'm sure we'll find out. I'm sure Favreau has put an answer in there because I'm sure, well, we're all asking the question, so I'm sure there's an explanation.
Oh, there has to be. They wouldn't just gloss over this. Like, just the audience will accept it. No, there's going to be something.
And
All
obviously, we've got the opening shot was the brand new New Republic X-wings, which we've seen in Lego form as one of the toys that was revealed.
Oh, what a beautiful shot.
That's a beautiful shot. So you've got an M1 there, I think, on the right-hand side with the engines.
Oh, yeah, yep.
So I'm guessing that's Grogu and Mando as part before he gets the Razor Crest, and then you've got these X-wings. Unless Zeb's in there, we'll come on to Zeb later.
yes, we will. Yeah, I think this is where he's gonna go land at a Delphi base and say, hey, I wanna trade this in for one of those Razor Crests you got in the trash. Let me take one of those.
Yeah.
This harkens back to that shot in Force Awakens, and I love it with the TIE fighters instead.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I love how they're going back to the Solo trailer where you see Han Solo punching all these buttons on the Millennium Falcon. That starts off the trailer. Grogu, you touch whatever you want. Oh, here we go. The twins that we saw in the Book of Boba Fett. I don't know if these are the exact twins.
Yeah, it would make sense. So there we get our first look of Grogu wearing the brand new armor. And there's the shot. You can see Grogu wearing this big, round piece of Beskar.
It's almost bigger than his head. It is bigger than his head.
It is.
When I first saw this, though, I thought, okay, there's a lot of merchandising potential in every single shot.
Sabak, yep, absolutely.
Have another version of Sabak. All right, we got more snowtroopers. Ever since The Empire Strikes Back, I've wanted more snowtroopers. Oh,
but these aren't ordinary snowtroopers. These are remnant snowtroopers.
Yes, not the First Order snowtroopers. These are Imperial snowtroopers.
Yeah, Imperial remnant snowtroopers.
Oh, another Han Solo move. Just not looking and shooting behind him. Yeah. There's another shot of a Delphi base. Oh, you know what? I just noticed the U-wing right in the middle of the shot.
Yeah. So that's Sigourney Weaver's character lands on the U-wing.
Ward.
Yes, Colonel Ward, isn't it?
Yeah. I love these ships from Rogue One. I'm glad they're bringing them back. But yeah, there's so much going on. I only saw this trailer once this morning, that I wanted to wait until I watched it with you.
Now, we've seen more of this scene in the previous trailers. This is the scene where Grogu obviously is trying to steal some food, as he always does, bless him. And Sigourney Weaver then goes to snatch the food. And so we've seen more of this.
When you first heard Sigourney Weaver was cast in this film, what was your thoughts?
Oh, I'm loving it. Aliens, huge films from my childhood. So I was delighted that she was cast. The rumor is that she's only in it for a few minutes, which I will be bitterly disappointed about if that's true.
I think she's going to be in this shot, and then at the very end when you will see her in her X-Wing flight outfit when she's in battle. I think those are the only scenes we're going to see her in.
Maybe.
Now, for me, I love me some Sigourney Weaver, but she's too much of a recognizable face. I look at this and I go, hey, look, there's Ripley, or there's Dana Barrett. I see her as these iconic characters, and I don't think I'll be able to get around that when I see the movie.
Let's see if she can pull it off. I hope she can. I really hope she can.
Yeah. You know what? I said the same thing about Michael Keaton in Batman. It's like, Mr. Mom, what? But then it's like, hey, there's Bruce Wayne.
He pulled it off. Yep.
This isn't about revenge.
Okay, so she's talking about revenge. Is this revenge a personal revenge Din Djarin has? Or is it more grand, like he wants to do away with every facet of Imperial remnant because of what they did at the purge of Mandalore? What do you think?
It's too early to say. I'm not sure. I'm guessing that it's Din going on a personal vendetta, and she's trying to talk him out of it. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, I am too. That's where my head is, because he's had this vendetta against the Imperial since day one, and the Separatists. So
correct. So, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I like this shot.
Strap in.
Embo
returns.
I was very surprised to see it. Not the character reveal I was expecting, but still, I'm very happy to see these Clone Wars characters come back and now in live action.
Yeah, a character that was originally voiced in animated form by Dave Filoni. So it'll be interesting to see whether he's doing the voice here. I'm sure he is, but
Oh, he has to. He has to.
but a great character to bring back.
Yeah, love it. Okay, let's go back because we saw Embo walking up.
You will suffer. And then it will.
Hey, Pedro Pascal's in this movie? Yeah, I think this is contractual. It's like, okay, Pedro, if we're gonna pay you this amount, we're gonna see your face.
Well, if you looked at the blurb on YouTube when the trailer was released, it did explicitly mention Pedro's name.
Yeah, well, it mentions him in the credits of the Mandalorian series on Disney Plus, and the last season, I doubt he was there on set at all. I think he went to the ADR booth and recorded it for like an hour.
Yeah. Look, I'm pleased he's here. I'm pleased he's here.
I'm extremely happy, and
Yeah.
the look on his face is like, oh, someone just made a huge mistake.
That's not good.
Oh, okay, look at that face right there. You don't want to be on the receiving end of that look.
No.
But we just heard Jeremy Allen White.
You will suffer. And then it will be his turn.
That could be. I'm thinking that's Rada, or maybe he wants to go by Stinky these days. I don't know. We haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, we'll find out.
The kid will live centuries beyond me.
We got more Anzellans.
There are loads and loads and loads of Anzellans, and I love the fact that the Anzellans get their own little speeder. They get their own ship as well in this. I think the Anzellans are going to be a big part of this, which is great. You could say it's fricktastic.
It is fricktastic, and I love these because they say, "Hey, hey!" Me and Grogu and the Anzellans all on the same page here. Oh, so here's more of a swampy planet.
Yeah, but is this where Grogu's being trained by Luke? He's meditating there. It's going to be interesting because I would imagine they'll do some form of catch up so that we understand that, you know, Grogu's been trained by Luke and this is how far he's got. Then he's come back to he's come back to Mando. He's got his armor now and he's able to do more. He can use the Force a bit, as we saw with the mouse droid at the start of the trailer. So we do need to be caught up as to where we are, how the Razor Crest has been, you know,
Yeah,
glued back together using super glue.
I think this is Nal Hutta. They're really leaning on the Hutts, and Nal Hutta has a swampy environment.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So that all seems swampish as well.
Oh
That
yeah.
shot underwater when they come up for air.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's all very swamp. Yeah,
Yeah, look at this right here. That's very swampy, and
yeah.
I love this guy sitting on his rocking chair. We don't have enough rocking chairs in Star Wars.
I'm up for that.
Yeah, I can't really make out too much of the details on his outfit. If that is not a Star Wars shot, I don't know what is.
But when I saw this, I immediately went back to Solo.
Lady Proxima.
It just reminds me of that. This is far more snake-like than Lady Proxima was.
I can tell you, this shot scares me. Snakes scare me.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Zeb. Zeb's been kicking some stormtrooper butt there.
He certainly has.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 troopers. They're all
Yeah.
going down.
I like this kid.
What are you waiting for?
How much do you love the Jarek characters in this film?
Love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's amazing that they've brought them to life. I'm very excited to see them on screen.
Yeah,
I think we'll see them all.
yeah. I don't want to
Just have a sneaky
overkill it.
suspicion. Yeah, but I think we'll see them all,
Yeah, let's
which
get
is not a bad thing.
No, no.
I think it's good. And you know, Hasbro, Lego, if you're listening, please.
Oh yeah. Oh, these are coming soon to a shelf near you. Oh, this little baby Rodian, and you get the little Grogu. There's a buddy team up I want to see.
That's very, very cute. Very, very cute indeed.
Oh, Grogu, that doesn't belong to you. Put it back.
Super speeder.
Oh, look at loving it.
Let's save the rest for after dinner.
Forged for IMAX, loving that.
I think that's exactly what everybody has been waiting for.
Now, was there that one big Chewie we're home moment in this trailer for you?
Not really. No, I mean, I like the last line where he says, save some for after dinner," but that's not really that sort of moment, is it?
No.
No, there isn't. There isn't. I don't think that's there.
Yeah.
What about for you?
Uh, no, and they set the bar so high with the
Can you
Force
hear me?
Awakens trailer that every single trailer you want that big moment. We had a lot of great moments in this, but there wasn't the Chewie we're home moment. Uh-oh, James?
Don't know what happened there.
Was that your disappointment that there was no Chewie we're home moment?
It's a shame there isn't, but I don't think it's a problem. I don't think you need that in every trailer.
Yeah, because if they keep doing it, we're all going to expect it every single time.
And then we'll be disappointed that it's not there. So, look, I'm happy with the trailer. I think the trailer is exactly what the film needed at this moment in time. And I think from everyone that I've spoken to today, people are excited, which is exactly what was needed.
Yeah, I read all the comments from the Super Bowl ad, and I'd read all the comments so far on this trailer. Everyone is positive. Everyone is loving it. It has that Star Wars feel to it. There's some laugh out loud moments. There's action adventure. There's creatures. There's battles. Only thing we are missing is the story.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't think we need to know the story at this particular point. And I'm sure there'll be a little bit more coming between now. I think it's 94 days until the film's release. So I think there's more to come, which is absolutely fine. But right now, everyone's excited. Everyone's looking forward to it. And that's what's needed.
How many more days until May 22nd? It's 94 days on the mark. Wow.
On the mark. Called it.
You are good at this. But I think in April, we'll get our first story trailer.
Yeah.
A little bit here where Colonel Ward was saying, hey, this is not about revenge. We're going to prevent another war. I think we're getting a little bit of a through line story there.
And I also think that, Jon Favreau, Pedro Pascal will be doing all the TV shows, all the TV spots. They'll be allowed to talk a little bit more about the story, and they'll engage with us a little bit more. And there'll be, and the toys are coming in March 22nd. Some of the toys, another tranche of toys is April 26th. So I think as those are released as well, more and more information of the film's inevitably going to come out.
I'm all invested. I've been invested
same.
since the beginning, and every trailer is getting me more and more excited, especially the toys. So there's a segue right there. So
certainly is.
You are now wrapping up your adventures at Toy Fair, and they just released Star Wars Most Wanted, and this is their big campaign of the year.
Yep. So this is the annual campaign that Disney and Lucasfilm work on, and this is to try and get into everyone's hands the most wanted Star Wars toys for this year. And those just happen to be Mandalorian and Grogu related, although there's going to be a bunch of toys from the Darth Maul film. Sorry, I keep saying Darth Maul, and it's like, you have to say it because that's what we've known for the last 26 years, 27 years, mad. The new Maul series that's coming out. So there's costumes and figures and everything that you'd expect from that as well. So I think there's going to be a lot of merchandise on shelves as we go throughout the rest of 2026, as we big up to this big little anniversary that's happening next year.
Yeah, that's a small thing. I think I've heard a blip about
Yeah.
it. But now, for those who don't know, Toy Fair is not your typical convention. What exactly is Toy Fair?
So Toy Fair is a trade-only event. This year was the 120th time that it's taken place at the Javits Center, or 120th time it's taken place in New York. For the last 15, 20 years, it's been at the Javits Center, which is where also New York Comic Con takes place. It's very, very different, very, very different vibe. So you can actually walk the halls. You can be relaxed. There's no screaming fans. You can only get into Toy Fair if you're industry related, if you're a toy manufacturer, if you're buying and selling toys, if you've got a shop, for example, you can attend. and they do allow some press to attend as well. So we've been going to New York since 2009. We've missed a couple of events. One year we got snowed out. We just couldn't get into Manhattan. And then obviously over the COVID years, Toy Fair didn't run. But every year that it's run that we've been able to get here, Jedi News has been here. And it's a 4-day event, and there's 7 football pitches worth of vendors showing all of their toys that are available over the next, well, predominantly for the holiday season, for this year's holiday season. So you're seeing all the toys for this year's holiday season, and you get a chance to see them. A lot of stuff you're seeing is under NDA, so you can't actually even talk about it. But all of the big films that are coming out this year, from Masters of the Universe, Toy Story 5, all those toys are available and on display here at Javits Center in New York.
Wow. Now, do you think that toy companies are riding the wave of screens and electronics with their products, or have some tried to pull back to old school where you have to actually play with other kids and play out scenarios the way we used to play with our Kenner action figures? Which way do you see that they're leaning?
Different manufacturers are going in different directions. So, for example, Lego introduced at CES earlier this year this new smart brick. The advantage, I think, of the Lego smart brick is that it doesn't require a screen. So you put this electronic brick into your Lego sets, and it brings them to life with sound, with lights, with motion. So as you're swishing an X-wing around and moving it around, you're hearing all the noises. And if you turn the X-wing upside down and R2's in there, R2 starts screaming, which is all the noises that you and I made as kids, but are now being brought to life by this smart brick, which I think is brilliant. And it doesn't need a screen, which is amazing.
Yeah, I work with kids, so I never see kids' faces anymore. I see the tops of their heads because they're always looking down at their screens. And
Yeah, it's not good.
boy, if you can get them to look up for a half a second, you've succeeded for the day.
Agreed. So there's still, a lot of, I'd say the majority of the toys that we saw don't require tablets, don't require phones, which I think is how it should be. There's obviously some elements. So, if you buy an action figure from some vendors, it comes with some form of trading card, which then, yes, you can scan the code on the back of the trading card and add it to your virtual card database and things like that. So there are elements within the product that allow you to do things, but the majority of the time, it's reenacting scenes that you've seen in a film or a series, or your own imagination to bring something to life, which is exactly as it should be, and exactly as we played with kids as kids when we were small.
Yeah. Well, having a little trading card where you got to go scan a QR code, that's different. But to rely on a screen or a tablet to play with a toy, oh, companies, manufacturers, please, let's move away from that. Let's make sure the kids know how to talk to each other and play out their scenes.
I mean, we saw one invention here where you can draw your own game level from your own imagination, scan it into an iPad, and it creates a game of what you've drawn. And then you can use the characters that you've drawn to navigate that particular map or game or environment that you've created. And I think that's really, really good because it's teaching children how to code, how to develop, how to build games. So from that point of view, I think that's really, really positive. But I agree with you, just having games that kids are just sitting behind screens is not healthy.
Not at all. All right, you know what? I'm going to roll through some of the Jedi news stories here. And here we have, so this is one of your articles where you're going to showcase the new products from Lego, Funko, and Jazzwares.
Yeah, so what we did here, we broke it down because there was so many new products from Hasbro. So we put that in a separate story and then put pretty much everything else in another story to try and group things together.
Yeah, well, that's good because it was going to be very overwhelming. So
Yeah,
here we
absolutely.
have some stuff that, so pick out some of your favorite things and we'll go through these.
Yeah, so just flick through some of the images and I can talk to some of it.
All right.
So you've got, this is a 6-inch figure of Grogu wearing his new Mandalorian armor, which I think is a Bandai product. Yeah, it's Bandai figure arts product, which looks absolutely incredible. There's lots of different versions of this. Obviously, Hasbro are doing a version of this. Lego are doing a big big 1,200 piece figure of this as well, so you can build your own Grogu with the Beskar armor. So that's really nice, and I think that's going to do really well. So fans of Grogu are going to have their choices whether they want a Lego minifig, whether they want to build something bigger, or whether they want an action figure. So there really will be something for everyone.
No shortage of Grogu products.
Absolutely not.
All right, what is this, a model? This is a...
Yeah, so this is Bandai. This is a model of the Razor Crest. So you can build your own model kit if you've got the time and patience to do something like that.
Oh, okay, I'm out.
Yeah, that one's really nice. So if you click on the one of the 4 droids, so this is going to come to Disney parks. These are the BDX droids, which actually feature in The Mandalorian and Grogu, but they're going to be available as a 4-pack from Disney Parks and Disney Store on May 4th, and you'll be able to get all 4 versions of these BDX droids. I think they're going to be incredibly popular.
Love these droids. Did they have any BDX droids walking around Toy Fair?
Unfortunately not. I've seen them at Galaxy's Edge, but yeah, I think this is going to be a very, very popular product.
Yeah. Oh, I got it. They're just so cute.
Yeah. Then we've got some of the Funko stuff.
Okay.
So that's a Disney Store Anzellon. So I think that's a 12-inch Anzellon figure, which can talk. It's got some phrases from the film.
Yeah, I've got one of those back over there. I got from the Rise of Skywalker collection.
Yeah. So it's going to be a version of that or derivative of that, and then you've got all these different Funko Pops.
I need that. Look at that Zeb. I love that sculpt. Oh, he's on the Razor Crest there.
Yeah. You've got the Mandalorian on an AT-AT there.
Oh, there's a spoiler.
Yeah, there's a spoiler. That's also available as a Lego set. So Grogu eating. Surprise, surprise.
The Grogu, some digestive problems there.
Yeah, Grogu with his armor, and there he's in his cot or his speeder.
Yeah, his stolen little pram. Oh, that's a good sculpt.
Yeah, Imperial Remnant Stormtrooper.
Oh, I'm loving that.
So look, I mean, and here we go. So this is something that we haven't seen that wasn't in the trailer. That's a mercenary guard droid. So I'm guessing that these are floating around with Embo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would make sense.
I'm assuming that's the case. Obviously, so there are no Embo products in any of these shots. So I would imagine we'll see Embo and some of the huts later on coming in as part of a second wave of toys.
They missed the boat on the huts. We already saw them in the last trailer.
I know, but maybe they want to, keep certain things quiet for them, also, sort of quiet, I guess.
Suddenly, I want a McDonald's Shamrock Shake when I see this.
It's quite funny.
A green Grogu Furby.
Yeah, it's quite cute though. It's quite cute. Something for everyone.
Now this is one of the products that I'm gonna have my eye on.
Yeah, so this is a remote control AT-AT. This is from a company called Jada, who've been making remote control toys for many, many years. This stands 33 centimeters high, 15 centimeters. No, sorry, I'm talking about 38 centimeters long. So it's huge.
All right. Well, for those of us in America, I don't know my centimeters.
Yeah.
So this is 13 inches tall. So it's about the size of a ruler.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty big and a little bit longer than that's a pretty big product.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they give any kind of price points?
There are some price points that I think I shared, but not for all products. They didn't share for all products, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh wow.
But I think this will be around about 120 quid, $120.
And some
Jazzwares Squishmallows.
Squishmallows, yeah. That's pretty cute.
Which are always very, very popular. There's a lot of collectors that try and get all of those.
Are there any that you have your eye on?
I love the Lego Razor Crest. I think that looks really good, and I love the Lego X-Wing. I think they've done a good job with both of those. So this is the Razor Crest.
You couldn't buy anything at Toy Fair. I don't mean so much of this, but maybe preview toys. I know this won't be available for another couple of months.
Yeah, so this is actually available April 26th. but you can't buy anything at Toy Fair. So they do give you samples, they do give you, goodie bags and some freebies. But even if you wanted to buy anything, there is nothing to buy. It's a very different type of show.
Okay, we're all wondering if anything in the Mandalorian and Grogu was taking place on Hoth because of the Tauntauns. I think that turret cannon, does that spoil things?
Well, we saw from one of the earlier trailers, we did see an icy environment. We did see the AT-AT. We did see Mando and Grogu going into an AT-AT.
Right.
So we have to assume that there is some snow somewhere on one of the planets that they visit.
But this right here, this is a Echo base turret.
It certainly looks like it. I don't think it will be Hoth necessarily. I could be wrong, but we'll see.
Yeah, everyone was wondering, hey, since there's Tauntauns in the Super Bowl ad, will this film be taking place on Hoth? And I was the first one to say, oh no, come on, it's just for the fun of it. That's why they had the Tauntauns.
Yeah.
But now,
yeah.
I'm thinking otherwise here.
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Yeah. So you were favoring this X-wing?
I think the X-wing looks absolutely fab.
Oh, Sarah loves the Lego X-wings.
And as you alluded to before, we get Colonel Ward there wearing her orange jumpsuit as well.
Yeah, so we'll see her at the big end battle.
There she is.
That's not very big, is it? That doesn't look huge.
It's not huge. It's not huge, no.
Okay, but still it's an X-wing, so
yeah,
very, very fun.
It's cool.
All right,
there's a couple of
backpacks,
a couple of mall products there as well.
Yeah,
thrown in for good measure.
Oh, hold on. There's one that surprised me over here. It's right there. It's Luke and Vader from The Empire Strikes Back. Anything with Luke and his fatigues, I'm all over that.
Yeah. So that obviously they are celebrating the most wanted, and obviously Vader and Luke are always wanted characters. So there are a smattering of original trilogy stuff, a little bit of prequel, more obviously because we're getting the series later on in April. So there are products from all of that sort of stuff, but as you can see, it's Mando and Grogu heavy,
right?
As you'd expect.
Oh,
like Ray-Bans are in there as well.
Wow. Ray-Bans. Wow.
Yep. So those are Kylo Ren version.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's great.
And then that's Yoda, apparently.
Because Dagobah does get very, very sunny.
Yeah. And Vader.
Oh.
Those look nice. Those look really nice.
The red lenses. Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Oh, I need these. I need these so bad. Oh,
yeah, they look really.
Yeah.
I like the look of those.
And it harkens back to the red lenses he wore in A New Hope.
Yeah. And also Mustafar as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's very, very true. All right, what is this we're looking at?
So this is a rechargeable milk frother with stand.
Oh, I see.
I don't know how that quite fits into all of the products that we've seen so far, but it was one of the products that Disney sent. So there you go.
Yeah, but it's the Hildebrandt artwork, the Tom Young Hildebrandt artwork. Love that.
Yeah.
All right.
Something for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
What are these? These little stormtroopers.
So these are a new collectible. I think these are blind bagged or blind boxed, and as you can see, there's 6 different ones to collect. And I'm not sure whether they're from Star Wars or from Mando and Grogu, if that makes sense. Whether
yeah,
from the original trilogy or that. So not sure. I haven't seen the boxes for those. So
they almost look like stormtroopers from Rebels, with the bigger eyes and the smaller mouths.
Yeah, very, very stylized. That was one of the product drops. And then you've also got the Hasbro one.
Okay, you got a lot of stuff on Jedi News.
I know. There's every day 7 or 8 stories at least. We aim for 13, but obviously it doesn't always work out that way. If you scroll down a bit.
Oh, is this the one right here?
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, yeah. So let's open this one. So this was Steve Evans, Mr. Stevie, 18 on Instagram, has been teasing these new retro figures, and he revealed 4 of the 6 that are coming in this new pack. And at Toy Fair on Saturday, he revealed the last 2, being Wedge Antilles and Captain Antilles, no relation, as being the last 2 figures that make up this 6-pack. So these are figures that were never done as Kenner figures back in the 70s and 80s,
right?
But they're recreating them as if they were on Kenner cars, which is amazing. So a
I
lot of
love
people
it.
collect these retro figures. Yeah,
Love that. I love that they're doing this. I really
yeah.
love
So do I. So do
because,
I.
and I'm sure whoever spearheaded this said the same thing that we're always saying. Why didn't they make this character? Where's my Wedge Antilles? Where's my Leia in
Exactly.
the ceremony outfit? I need these action figures. Where's my Grand Moff Tarkin?
Yeah. So they're going back and doing those, which I think is amazing. If you scroll down a second,
Okay, wait, you know what? I want to point out this right over here, this Captain Antilles. I love the fact that they're using a behind the scenes image of Captain Antilles because any other image is him being strangled by Darth Vader, and they don't want that kind of strangulation image on a toy package, so they're using a behind the scenes image where the actor is talking to David Prowse in between shots.
where's it
Where's more of the
gone?
story?
If you choose that one, then the middle, yeah, choose that story. So that will take us to all the Hasbro products that were revealed. There you go. So now you've got
Okay.
all the Hasbro products.
Oh man, the Black Series. Oh,
Yeah.
there's Ward. There she is.
So the Black Series figures, 5 of the Black Series figures are going to be available in this white packaging as a first release, and then all of the subsequent releases will be available in the normal black packaging for the Black Series. So there'll be 2 different variants of every figure to collect for those that like the package variants.
Oh, wow. Someone's thinking, how can we sell double the figures? Different
Yeah,
packaging. Boy, that
yeah,
sculpt for Sigourney Weaver is just unbelievable.
yeah. She looks really, really good. I think they've
Goodness.
done an amazing job.
Yeah, just for old time's sake, I'm gonna need to get one of these AT-AT drivers. Wow, that's a great shot.
Yeah, it looks absolutely great. You can get a close up on the stormtroopers and on the snowtroopers as well. So that's the new Imperial Remnant Stormtrooper and the Snowtrooper. No, that's the AT. I think that's the AT-RT driver actually.
Okay, looks like the Shore Trooper from Rogue One.
Very, very much so.
All right, and then there's the white box packaging for the
Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper.
Yeah, so you've got,
I love the fact that they're calling them the Remnants.
yeah, you can see both packaging variants there available.
All right, yeah.
And then on the vintage figures, so we're getting IG-11 from the Mandalorian series.
Well, okay, and I would imagine they would have an IG-12 as well.
So we've had that previously. So and then we're getting
Got
an
mine right here.
AT-RT. Yeah, very cool. We're getting an AT-RT in the vintage collection with a figure with the AT-RT driver. So that looks really cool.
Yeah, that's a good looking vehicle.
4-pack of Stormtroopers.
and like 3PO, one's got not a silver leg, but a golden leg, different color
Yeah.
leg.
Yeah, I think they'll do very, very well. We're getting a deluxe version of the Mandalorian himself with Grogu, with a whole bunch of accessories, different hands, the backpack.
Okay, but that's not the dark saber there. What is that?
No, well, we don't know. The Darksaber's been destroyed.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what is that?
That's just a regular looking sword there.
Yeah, it does look that way. We're also getting, if you go to the first picture, I think it is. So that Grogu that we're getting is absolutely incredible. It's a buddy Grogu, and you can stroke his head, lay him down, he'll go to sleep, and he'll close his eyes a little bit. And we put a video up on this on our Instagram channel. It's absolutely incredible. If you throw him up in the air, he starts screaming. If you lay him down, he knows he's being laid down. If you stroke him, he giggles. It's absolutely brilliant. I think this is going to sell so well. I think it's only like $60, and I was just so impressed. I was blown away by this.
I want to play with that.
It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. It's going to do so well. Then you're getting like a play set of Grogu with an Anzellan. If you go down again. They gave us, as an exclusive reveal last Thursday, we revealed the Jazzwares Razor Crest. That was an exclusive Jedi News reveal. So we had that for like an hour before anybody else, which was a really nice thing that they allowed us to do.
In Jazzwares, what kind of merchandise do they produce?
So they do the Micro Galaxy Squadron vehicles and things, which they bring out all the time. No, so actually, if you click on the Lego Grogu, so this is the big Grogu that I was talking about. This is 1,200 pieces, and it gives you the ability to create your own. It's around about 12 inches high, I think. You can have the ears the way you want, and you can play with it. And
Oh, look how cute that. Oh my goodness, look how cute that is.
yeah, and it comes with a little dinky, like little micro figure of Grogu as well.
Oh, for 130 bucks.
Yeah.
Let's get 2 Grogus in there. But now let's talk about this. They have some Maul Shadow Lord figures.
Yeah, so they announced these earlier in January, and these are now available for pre-order for at Hasbro Pulse. So there's quite a few more Shadow Lord figures available to pre-order, and pretty much everything that we just saw in the Vintage Collection of Black series from the Mandalorian and Grogu is also up for pre-order now, and that will all be arriving in March. So it's really quite close.
Right around the corner.
These figures look great. I mean, we're getting Marok from the Ahsoka series.
And the 11th brother.
Yep.
He was in Tales of the Jedi.
He certainly was.
Yeah,
Yep.
he battled Ahsoka. We won't tell you how that turned out.
Yep.
But
so, yeah, some of these characters look great, and I'm really looking forward to see them as part of the Maul series.
I'm looking forward to seeing cosplayers as these 2 characters.
What's crazy is that we're going to see the Maul series. We're going to see the whole Maul series before we see Mandalorian and Grogu.
All right. Yeah, because it concludes on May the 4th.
Yeah.
All right. Did we miss anything?
I think we got most of it.
All right.
And then there was a lot of stuff that we saw at Toy Fair that we're not allowed to talk about just yet.
Like what?
Well, so various manufacturers show us products that are coming later in the year, and obviously we sign NDAs so that we can't talk about them until the on-street date is announced and things like that. So there is lots more product to come throughout the year from the film, and also from Maul, and maybe even from Ahsoka as well.
Really? Like what?
There's nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Oh, well, you know what? We'll have to follow Jedi news as the news breaks.
Yeah, follow Jedi News, and we will, as soon as we're allowed to share stuff, we will of course share stuff. We are your source for all of that sort of stuff. The minute that we can share it, yeah.
And where do we find Jedi News and yourself on social media?
So you can find Jedi News at JediNews.com. We're available 365 days of the year, 24/7 for all the latest Star Wars news as it happens. And on our social channels, you can find us at Jedi News Network on Instagram, Facebook, X, and all of the other platforms that you would expect us to be on.
Would you say that Jedi News is the Star Wars news that is most wanted?
I would absolutely say that we are your most wanted channel for all the Star Wars news.
Boom. Well, that wraps up episode 547 of Skywalking Through Neverland. Boy, this is a very spacious frame right now. Look at this. Just don't tell Sarah I said that. All right, well, I want to thank all the Skywalkers for listening and watching and adding to our discussions. I want to thank James Burns for coming on the show and sharing all of his Toy Fair news and helping me break down the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube to Skywalking Through Neverland, and you can find us on our socials at Skywalking Pod. And then don't forget to join us every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time for Sarah Givet. Oh, she's still in Florida. For Things We Want to Share. I think I can hear her all the way across the country. And this is our weekly live stream where we share things we've done over the last week. We do trivia. We invite the Skywalkers on to share the things that they've done. It's your show as much as ours. Now, we mentioned this earlier. Today in Star Wars history. Well, you can get autographed copies of Volume 1 and 2 and Skywalking Through My Fandom at skywalkingthrough neverland.com Amazon.com/book. You know what? Go ahead and order volume 2 just for Dan's birthday, okay? He'll like that. All right. Do you want to support the show in other ways? Well, you can join the Skywalking Force, which is our Patreon, for early access and bonus episodes, including a John Williams concert from the Hollywood Bowl. We are just a few away from that magic number of 50. Oh, you can put us there. So thank you to those who are already part of the Skywalking Force. And a big thanks to our sponsor, Small World Vacations. Their Disney and Universal trip planning service is free of charge. So head over there to smallworldvacations.com for a no obligation price quote and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you. And remember, Spirit Jersey now has their own Star Wars and Disney licensed clothing that you can buy outside the parks. You don't need to go to the parks anymore. You can buy them outside the park. You can head over there to spiritjersey.com and get free shipping with the code SKYWLKNVD. That is Skywalking Through Neverland, sans the vowels. And that code will be in our show notes as well. Now, we are part of the Skywalking Network. Somewhere Sarah's ears are perking up and she's saying Skynet, which is home to more great shows like Talking Apes, Star Warsologies, and more. Now, stick around for bloopers and other fun bits that didn't make it into the show. And always remember, never land on Alderaan. And hopefully, Sarah has landed in Florida safely. She'll be back next week. Until then.
All right, we are ready. So clappy claps.
Okay, clappy claps. Perfect. All right, now let's get ready to hear all about.
Oh.
Let's do one more of those.
What? Oh. Well,
I wasn't done yet.
You didn't have any notes after that.
No,
Did you?
I was ad-libbing.
Okay.
I didn't yell cut. Cut.
Okay. You didn't say cut.
I just said cut.
What to do.
You're ruining the illusion.
I know. Shh.
You're supposed to be on the plane by now. You know what? I want to do another one of the openings just because.
Oh no, I changed.
Oh. Okay, never mind then.